Hello everyone, this is Budgeting by me. I'm really excited, even the hot weather is here. My apartment currently is 34 degrees inside. We're all burning, I can feel you. So hi guys, on this video, that will be a bit of check-in of last 2 weeks, what happened in my budget. So there is quite a lot happening lately in my life, as I recorded lately. So I'm a 30-year-old woman who lives in an apartment with a housemate, and I live in a city center of a quite big, quite small county town actually. And I am doing two different jobs. So I'm self-employment. I have a self-employment, and I'm doing a production job, like assembly operator job for the full-time job. And yeah, so last 2 weeks were quite emotional for me. So for those of you that don't know me, and most of you probably don't, I'm quite a woman who loves to be independent, but as well many oftentimes go out of the rail in a mental health stage. So I'm a life coach and a general practitioner. As my self-employment, I do events as well, and I do marketing and all that stuff, but I also have a problems with mental health as well, and sometimes I'm going out of the rail. And be honest with you, last several weeks and actually months are really tough on me, and last 3-4 weeks I'm having huge panicking stages and anxieties and depression, and I already went to the specialist. Hopefully I will go through with this, and be honest with you, it's also having impact on my relationship and on my living status. But let me explain. So my current situation is, I am, as I said, I'm 30-year-old woman, 31 almost, who is living by herself, with housemate, but our incomes are completely different and they are separate. And I do have a boyfriend that lives in a city 2.5-3 hours from me, and we are in a really good stage, but he never dealt with anyone who have a depression before, so he kind of don't understand fully what is happening with me, and I'm not expecting him to do. But he's still loving and charming, and that's the most important part. And so my living condition right now, my housemate supposed to move out December this year from this house that I have currently. We is renting an apartment, a flat in UK it says, and we were supposed to share the cost. So the new agreements start just July, and just July he as well informed me that he's moving out in September. So from September, I have several different options that I need to consider about my living condition. So I can or continue renting this house, but the agency need to do a credit check on me, and my full-time job is not enough what they want, because full-time job need to be £23,000, and they considering to accepting or not my credit tax, like a tax return. I can't go to the share house. That, believe me or not, I know it's not bad thing, and I know a lot of people live in share houses, but looking on how many things I have physically, like I just bought the new kitchen robots, and I have my printers, and I have my office, and I love to have my personal space in the toilets and in the kitchen, and I love to have this personal space. I cannot see myself going to the share house. If there will be no choice, guys, I will go, like, don't get me wrong. I have an option to rent the room to someone in my current room, but I need to as well, when I submit the documents with the agency, tell them we are besties. And as far as today, I had so many, I'm sorry to say that, but like a dodgy phone call saying, oh, I could get your room for this and the price, like even negotiation with me. It's like, what it doesn't understand, someone doesn't understand, we're sharing cost half. Yeah. So I'm kind of afraid to sign a contract with someone for 6 months or 1 year for this current flat, even if I'm in love with it. It's high ceiling, beautiful flat, 3 bedroom. when I don't know this person. And the last option is to live by myself. So I was considering many options living by myself around here, and I went to viewing few of the houses, like a few of the flat, and some of them is basically double bed, and aside of the room there is already a kitchen, and around the kitchen is just basically small tiny toilet, and they're like £600, 500 something, and I'm like devastated. So I know my neighbors from upstairs, so there's like a rooftop apartment upstairs. They wanted to find a house to buy. Oh, I am so sorry for that. This is living in the city center. The neighbors upstairs, they have a really nice one bedroom apartment, and it's like a ceiling, those kind of attic ones. It's really lovely, and they have a small boxing room that they have as an office, and they have a living room with a kitchen, and they have a bedroom and a toilet. So it's like a sizable, it's bigger than everything what I saw, and they paying 575 per rent. So I asked them, because they're supposed to buy a house, but they actually didn't went through with the buying a house because of many condition of the building. They said that they will be really happy with me to swap the houses. They need a huge space because they both working from home. They need offices and bedroom and everything, and I don't need it if I will rent it by myself. So our current expenses for this house is 1,167, and if I lose my all clients and my self-employment is not going through, I'm earning basically of 1,500. So believe me or not, I am not gonna have a chance to live for £400 and have condition of the life I have if I will continue living in this apartment. So I'm considering to swap the houses with them. And what else? That will be costly because the agency says that one of us need to. So agency say, yeah, cool, you can do it, but one of you need to move out. That is a tricky part because none of us want to move out from the house. We just thought that it would be easier if they can just do a technical check of the house and we can just swap the furniture on the staircase, but they said no. So I am kind of desperate enough right now to rent a storage unit that I actually already paid a deposit for it today. That is still actually not in my budget here, and just to take my stuff there, move out, sign a new contract for their house, their apartment. They can move out to my apartment, and then I can move it back, if that makes sense. I will be living by myself then. It will be way more expensive than I wish to have, but then I will be living by myself. I will have my own space, and I think for my mental health, I love to have people around me, but sometimes I just need my own space. And you know, that you can go from toilet to living room, not thinking that someone is watching you. If you, for example, I don't know, maybe cry, maybe laugh, maybe you listen uplifting song or whatever, like no one judging you, and like this is your space. So I think that would be a really good idea, even if it will be very pricey on my budget and will limit me to do a minimum things to do, because I'm always thinking about if I lose everything what I have. So like definitely my housemate will not be living with me, so I will not have this income, so the all bills will be for myself. I will definitely like need to think about everything what I'm earning as a business, because I might not earn it tomorrow or the next month. So I still need to think like about basic salary and how much it can get me there. So currently we paying, sorry guys, I know I'm bubbling and it's like almost 10 minutes and I'm still talking, but we currently paying like almost 1,200, let's say, pounds for this apartment, and for apartment upstairs with the lower council tax, because it will be lower because I will be like having this 25% of less of the council tax, plus their council tax is a bit lower. Water bill, electricity bill and all that is way lower. I'm assuming it will be around 830 per month, Might doesn't sound too high, but £400 per month only on bills, it's huge for me. Plus I will not be using all 3-bedroom house by myself, where upstairs I can do. So guys, what I use my last 2 weeks for, I'm an emotional spender, and when I'm emotional, I'm spending on food, I'm spending for stupid things. Let me start. So from the cash, I actually, because of the situation, I will be moving out. There was quite a few people looking on the house. I didn't use cash that much this month, this actually 2 weeks, and I don't think I will be doing any physical cash stuffing until the moment I am moved to some place, let's say for next half a year, because I don't have now space, and then I don't want to take those money and put them in the bank and then take them out as well. I will start cash stuffing physically when I will have my safe space, but from the bank, of course, I spent. So I did like a small list of things. So for the bills this month, I paid for charity, so British Heart Foundation. Actually, so should be hard. So for British Heart Foundation, water bill, council tax, rent, electricity bill, and my Amazon, I already pay 1,091.27, and that's completely fine. So only the water bill is still lower than I thought. And what I need to do, if there will be decision I'm moving out, like agency will say yeah, I need to as soon as possible cancel my electricity bill, because we overpay. We already on in a credit £180, and that means I will lose this money if I will move. So I want to call them and say, hey guys, just don't charge me August, because I need to level this one down, and I probably need to pay still September, so I need to like level this one down. Yeah, so that will be the thing. Then I pay for food, so I did purchase of a food in Lidl in the beginning of the month. Then I just top out in Tesco, and I had a really emotional day, 8th of July, and I went for the kebab. We have a German kebab here, and then I was okay, but then there was a hot day started, and I just went for ice cream and some stuff to the fridge. Iceland, of course, I just top it out my fridge with some cold stuff, cold drinks and everything. And then I went for coffee, and then I went with my sister and my niece for a walk in the park, and for actually garden center, and I pay for our lunch. And rest of it is basically food that I used going to Manchester and back to see my boyfriend, and that was basically highway restaurants and drinks. Yeah, so for food until now I spent 131.30, and next week I'm going for 4 days to Manchester, and there will be a birthday of my boyfriend and something. So I'm thinking my food budget will go up very high, but I don't want to cross 200. Fingers crossed, I don't want to cross 200, because I need to eat as much as food as I can from what I have, because I cannot take them with me to the storage unit. I don't have anyone, well, maybe my sister, but and upstairs I don't have a big huge fridge. I have only under counter fridge, so that might be a tricky one. So then for transportation, I actually put the petrol in my car big end of the last month, so I was not need to put any petrol until now. And actually I did weekend, I'm sorry. So I pay 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times I pay for the parking space until now, and I pay 1 time for petrol, and I will definitely pay 1 time more for petrol this weekend, so when I will go for 4 days. And I already spent for petrol £106.80, and it's brilliant because I planned 400, so it's brilliant. For home I spent 23.71, and it was more kind of cleaning products slash some upgrades that I needed to do, and yeah, some shelves for organizing, but then I'm preparing for moving, so that will category need to be 0 next month, and then we'll see what happens from September. For fun, I didn't spend nothing. Hopefully I will spend those money when I will sorry, when I will go to Manchester for some massage or some kind of things. Although I'm telling about this massage for long time, guys, now, and I still need it. But with this temperature, oh, let me get a sip of coffee. Of course, I'm drinking iced coffee because there's nothing else that you can drink in this heat. What else? For fun, I didn't spend nothing. For business, I spent 77.46. So I spent for some organizing stuff, for hosting, and then I pay for 2 websites that I'm currently having from my as a life coach. So I have 2 different websites, like with 2 different endings. So I pay for them for the whole year, and then I make a postage international for 29.30, and this came to 77.46. Allowance, I didn't spend nothing yet, and miscellany, this is the stupid shopping I do, it's 72.56, and it's a Primark 27.60. There was some, oh sorry, I hope you didn't hear that. There were some clothes that I bought for my nieces, for me, for my sister, and I don't think I will get money for that, but anyway. Then for Amazon, what did I buy on Amazon? 14.94. I don't remember. I probably remember, but not right now. B&M, I bought stuff for the house for myself. Fun part, I don't understand what was it, but anyway, I spent for miscellaneous 72.56. And what I have an income is Sterling always paying me in the beginning of a month 0 or like 3-4 cents. Then I long time ago, guys, like January maybe, I put in money for GoFundMe and for a charity reason, 20.50, and I got it received back because they didn't collect enough money and they didn't went to some kind of stage that they can receive it. So I got this money back. So yeah, so I'll probably leave this money as for now, and it can go for British Heart Foundation because it will be like what, 5 months cover. And then I got an income from a side hustle, £40. I did some job for a friend of mine, and I just tell them to listen, you can pay me like £40 and you can forget it. And then I got from my business as I planned 450 from my client. So until now I got £550.54 an income, and I start this month with 1,813. So that's the balance in the beginning, and I already get 550. Yeah, so guys, that's the last 2 weeks of my July July, and yeah, so hopefully this budget will go as good as it can. Hopefully I will not spend too much next following 2 weeks, and I can put some money in the savings, plus some no emergency, but probably moving out. So until now the company quoted me for around £130 for a storage unit for a month. So I need it for 2 weeks, but they're renting for a month only. So I will be renting this one for a month, and they quote 130. I will ask a friend of mine to help me with the van, to move stuff, and of course I will ask some friends to help me to move the stuff out of the house and back to the house. But because we live in a very city center, it's kind of problematic to move in or out anything. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, guys, until now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't bubble and wobble too much. If you were in a stage that you don't know if budgeting is for you or not, just try it, because it makes sense to keep at least one thing in order in your life, if anything else is just punching. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you will subscribe and be with me in my next video. Hopefully I will have some news about my house and about the weekend I will have. And yes, guys, enjoy. Please subscribe and comment, and I will be with you shortly. Bye.